Amazon, they are the complete opposite of allowing their workers to feel empowered, especially workers in the lower totem pole. If you're a managerial director, you will have a lot of power. I read a lot of these books based on Amazon, the Everything Store, for example. And the way that Amazon runs is that they prioritize those people that can think of fresh new ideas. The people that succeed in that company and have a lot of empowerment behind them, they have more creative will to do what they want, are the engineers. More specifically, the computer engineers, because they come with ideas. So that company is empowering people with ideas. But the people that they don't empower at all are the people who execute the ideas, aka the people that deliver the packages. Because there are different routes, right? And the routes are created by the computer engineers. And the people that are executing the routes, they don't get that much respect in Amazon. They get paid $21 an hour, which, by the way, you would think that $21 an hour is a lot, because think about where we came from. In 2007, 2008, people were getting paid $6.78 an hour. Now, people are making $21 an hour. That's an improvement, right? Not always. It really depends on where you're working. Because if you're working in California and you're making $21 an hour, that seriously is nothing. California is so expensive where $21 an hour, it's so small. So I completely get why these people want to unionize and get more of a voice. I would say this is something that I've changed my perspective on within the past 2 to 3 years. Within the past 2 to 3 years, I went from being someone that always agreed with the upper management, CEO, the business owners, to now empathizing with the workers more. Because there is no Amazon without the people delivering the packages. And if you're treating them like animals, you're not even treating them like people, then eventually they are going to unionize, and it's something that is well within their prerogative. I was one time reading a biography on Charles Koch, the guy who's leading Koch Industries. And during his era, it was the exact opposite. People within unions had too much power, or the business owners, they were terrified of the unions. Whenever the business owners had a new idea and they wanted to execute it, the union workers, more specifically the presidents, were like, no, we don't want our workers doing that. And it was killing innovation. And when Charles Koch came, he's like, we're switching this completely. And he had more of a guerrilla approach that slowly fragmented union workers. And slowly, as history progressed, union workers lost more and more power. So if you study on businesses in the 60s, you'll see that a lot of these union workers, right, especially the head honchos, they were sort of like thugs. You had to actually negotiate with them, and they came with ultimatums. And nowadays, they don't have that much power. So I slowly see the pendulum swinging back to giving some favorability towards the union workers. And I do think Amazon is going to be a Goliath of a company that is being made an example out of. I think eventually what is going to happen is that a lot of these people protesting, they are going to get their way. In California, they're not going to get paid $21 an hour, and they are going to get paid $30 an hour. I think their demands are going to be fulfilled. And it's going to make Amazon evaluate what's next. Because, I'm not trying to say that the story ends well. Sure, these workers may get $30 an hour, and Amazon may have lost this battle, but who knows what type of war that they're scheming up. Maybe from them, they're going to feel so annoyed that they have to pay these guys $30 an hour that they actually start thinking, well, why do we need them at all? I mean, they're whining a little too much for our liking. How about we actually invest in drone package delivery systems? Do you remember that one video in 2013-ish where Jeff Bezos was with Charlie Rose and he introduced these drone package delivering systems? What happened to those? Those never actually became a thing. But after this whole union thing, maybe the drones are an idea that Amazon truly is considering. So I'm not saying that this entire protesting thing is going to end well with the people protesting. They may win the battle to only lose the war.